Hey, SakuraYueKo here, and I have a lot that I would like to talk about. I mean, I think the title's a pretty good indication, but there's just a lot to say. I don't know how long I'm going to talk for. I'm just like, I love how the last video that I put up on YouTube was literally August 20th, no, the 18th. The 18th of August last year was my last video that I posted on YouTube, and I think that that says a lot just on its own, really, with what I'm about to talk about. So I'm gonna start with when I started going to therapy, which was 3 years ago. I started going about my mental health and not my physical health. And yeah, my biggest complaint when I went into doing the therapy was video sessions. My biggest complaint was that I am incredibly inconsistent in my life, and I didn't know why. This therapy was open for people with anxiety and depression, and after assessing me, they were like, right, we're going to treat you for depression, which made a lot of sense at the time. And what they got me to do and what they got me to just try out and whatever, like writing down how I felt and, you know, talking things through that were bothering me at the time and just like whatever, it did genuinely help. Like, this was CBT therapy, it did genuinely help, and I was like, yeah, okay, it must be that I have depression. And it definitely is. Like, I'm on antidepressants and they really help. But the fact that I was still having issues, even though, like, I've been on antidepressants now for 3 years, and it's like, I'm still having problems. Like, what's up with that? You know, like, is it to do with the dose, or is there something else going on? I did low intensity therapy, and I finished that November last year. And again, it was focused on depression and like getting me to just generally do stuff around the house and stuff, because, like, you know, I was like proper like procrastinating and like not really even looking after myself, let alone getting work done and all this. So like there's definitely like a depression thing going on with me. So like, you know, it's all good that I was being treated for depression. Like, that's not an issue, obviously. It's actually done me a lot of good. However, what these sessions didn't do for me, cover for me, are things like, you know, me being late to stuff. Like, time management is and never has been a strong point for me. I can get really interested in something, and then just as quickly as I gain interest, I can lose it again, just like that. So that's what I was talking about with like the inconsistency thing. When I first went into therapy, I thought that, okay, yeah, maybe I was being inconsistent because I'm depressed, and, you know, when I'm doing things again, I'm not depressed. Like, that made sense. But even when my medication has been working for me, I have been flipping interest so quickly, so drastically. Like, I'll get really excited about one thing, like, say, for example, me playing the piano, learning piano, and it's like I'll be stuck on that for weeks, months, however long, and it'll be like all I can think about. Like, my life is that thing. And then something new comes along, or something that isn't new, but like, you know, something that I have done before, and it's just kind of like suddenly that's really interesting again. So I don't, like, you know, split my time up and do piano and this other thing. I will focus all my time on the other thing, and piano gets forgotten about, you know, just as an example with piano. The only thing that I've been able to stay relatively consistent with is Twitch, like streaming on Twitch. That's it. Like, I've more or less kept the same schedule on Twitch for like, I don't know, like a year probably at this point. Like, I have made some minor changes, like I had to, because, you know, I can only see Alex on the weekends, so I stopped streaming on Sundays for a bit. And I've started to try and do that again. Like, we'll be living together soon, so I'll be able to stream on a Sunday, no problem. He won't have to, you know, leave and get out my way kind of vibe. So yeah, it's like Twitch is the one thing that's consistent, but the rest of my life is an absolute mess. Like, I cannot stick to a schedule. I completely reject a schedule. Like, my sleep is messed up. Like, I can try and fix it, but like there's some part of me that just goes haha and self-sabotages myself, like has coffee or like just stays up playing a video game when I should be sleeping. Like, I'll get fixated on something and not realize the time as well. Like, just, I don't know, my guy. With the two therapists that I had in the past few years, like, they've both tried to be like, right, let's make you up a schedule and we'll get you to stick to that, and then we'll add more stuff in so you're getting more stuff done. And it's like, you know, like, not long after I finish my sessions with them, like, I can stick to the schedule and whatever while I'm doing my sessions, as long as someone's keeping me like on track, like as long as they're making sure that I am doing the things that my schedule says, like, you know. And they say it's okay if you can't stick to it every week and whatever, but like, yeah, as soon as I'm out of that setting where no one is making me liable for what I do each day, like, you know, suddenly it's just me on my own again, I completely just fall back to how I was. And I just, yeah, everything's just a mess. So for anyone who doesn't know, I've been on a waiting list to check if I have ADHD for about 8 months now, almost 9. And I recently messaged them and I was like, you know, is there any way you can tell me like how long there is left to wait or whatever? And they were just like, sorry, we can't tell you, we don't know. Like, someone will contact you as soon as you're at the top of the waiting list and we'll go from there. And it's just like, okay. Like, I'm just like, the past year, because I would have applied about a year ago now, right? Because it takes them a few months to receive your application and get you even on the waiting list to begin with. So I applied about a year ago, and the past year I've been learning more and more about ADHD, like seeing posts, like other people talking about it. I've watched videos about it, you know, to make sure that I'm not wasting my time by being on this waiting list and trying to have these sessions or whatever. Like, maybe it could be something else that I have going on. But the more I learn about ADHD, the more I'm just like, yeah, it kind of sounds like that's what's going on. And it's just like, I don't know what to do in the meantime. I don't know what to do. Because it's a struggle for me to just live my life, honestly. I'm lucky that, like, you know, I am in the situation I am in, but it doesn't mean that it's not distressing to flip between my interests so rapidly. And like, it's kind of like, there's gonna be some things that I've done or said I was like excited to do, and then it just never really did anything with it. Like, but there's things that it's like I have done it and I've come back to it, but it will be like months or years before I do go back to it. And, you know, I've spent money on all these different hobbies and all these different ideas, like invested money. And it's like what they say with like ADHD people, like that they have all these ideas and they're very creative, but it's the following through that they struggle with. Like, my idea to set up a online charity website, which I set up the website and I brought in like loads of beads and, like, you know, the string and stuff to make the jewelry, and like that's all just sat there. And I took the website down, I unpublished it. And the other YouTube channel that I had, where I was going to talk about mental health and have a video up every week, I'm struggling just streaming and doing at the moment 1 Patreon video a week. And that's not even me recording the video right now. Right now I'm editing a previous stream that I did on Twitch, so I have the footage there, so that's easier for me. So I'm going with that. I used to, for a bit, I was recording 2 videos a week for Patreon, and you know, and I somehow had time for that. I had the energy for that, the interest in doing that, and then now it's just gone, and I've got to wait for it to come back. It's painful that I can see all of this now. Like, I've become so good at explaining my way out of doing stuff, like, you know, getting people to be like, oh yeah, that's cool, like, good luck with what you're doing now, because I'm there like, oh yeah, I will come back to this thing, it's just right now, here, this is what we're doing, this is the new project that we're focused on. And it's like, sorry if you could hear that, and then people are just like really excited and everything, which is great, so it keeps my buzz going and whatever. But I don't go back, you know, like, or if I do, as I say, it's like literally months or years down the line, and it's frustrating. Like, I've created 2 songs in the past month, and let me tell you, the video that I last posted on YouTube in August last year, that video was me talking about making music and posting it for sale, and I've only just done that this month. And yeah, like, that was what, like, over half a year ago, and I've only just stuck to my word on that, and it's ugh. Like, in the moment I can really want to do something, but if I don't think about it for a bit, it's like, okay, was that just an excitement for a second there where I was just like, yeah, that's a really cool idea, let's go for it. Like, I need to stop myself and be like, okay, is this genuinely something that I can see myself doing long term, or is this just another fantastical fucking idea that I have where I'm going to lose interest in another week or 2? I spent over $1,000 on this piano course because I was like so set on being like, yeah, I'm going to learn how to play piano, and you know, I put that first before making music because I was like, I'll play the piano myself and then put the other instruments on top, and I was like, it's gonna be great, I got this. Spent over $1,000, and I bought a stage piano for £200 secondhand, and I lost interest very quickly. Like, I'll go back. Piano is something that I will go back to, so that's okay, because that is a lot of money. So it's okay that I will go back. And you know, the painting, oh my god, I spent like a month painting, and granted, the whole Bigo thing ruined the vibe, so I haven't painted ever since, but it's the whole thing where it's like, I'll come back to it after a little break, because I was stressed as hell because of that whole situation that you guys may or may not know about, but whatever, it's over now. But I haven't gone back to it. I'm moving this weekend. I'm moving in with Alex this weekend. So, you know, just everything's kind of up in the air right now. So it's kind of, you know, it's okay. It's just, I'm talking generally though. Like, I am all over the place and I can't keep up with myself. Like, because people are just like, I thought you were doing this, or like, you know, like, when did you start doing that? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I just start doing things, and if it's something that I think, oh, I've been doing this for a couple days now, I'm just like, yeah, this is a new thing, and I'll tell people about it, and give it a week and I'll be doing something else. It's frustrating, to say the least. But yeah, gaming has been a consistent thing for me. Singing has been a consistent thing for me. I say consistent as in, like, you know, I don't lose interest in it completely, because you've got having an interest in doing something and you've got actually doing it. But yeah, singing has been since I was a child. I was interested in singing, and I've always like sung in the shower and shit like that. Gaming obviously is like most of my life, so that's why Twitch works well for me. But yeah, the whole painting thing, like at the moment it's like, you know, there's shit everywhere in my flat, so setting up the table and to get like paints and stuff out just seems like a right faff, because yeah, I'm trying to pack things up, not get them out, so I can move it. So hopefully I'll get back into painting after I've moved. Piano, I keep telling myself I don't have time, even though I definitely fucking do. And at the start of last year, I was like heavily into cooking. Like I bought those HelloFresh boxes, and I was doing those recipes for like inspiration. And then I started doing my own experimental cooking, and it was great. Like I kept posting like pictures of food and stuff, and being like, guys, look what I made, look what I cooked, completely experimental. I'm great, haha. And it's like, you know, I do enjoy cooking. I do enjoy cooking. Not when I'm depressed, but I do enjoy cooking. So, like, you know, that is something, it's kind of necessary as well. Like, cooking tends to be something that I can keep up with as a hobby because I need to eat, right? Like, it's kind of necessary that I eat as a human being. So, cooking is something I can keep up with. But yeah, it's so hard to keep up with everything that I like. Like, if I didn't have so many hobbies, I feel like I wouldn't struggle so much. Like, I have an interest in so many different things, which is great. I would much rather have an interest in lots of things than, you know, just be interested in one thing and then get bored of it and then be like, I don't know what to do now. So, you know, in a way, it's kind of cool that I have so many different interests, but it's created the problem where, like, because I have so many, if I suddenly don't want to do something, it's like, let's go do this instead. And the other thing gets forgotten about, as I say. So, but anyway, so my issue right now is that if I'm going to be very honest with you guys, I have been, since the whole Bigo situation, I have been very depressed, borderline, trigger warning here, borderline suicidal, where I was literally like making jokes like, haha, like about me dying, basically. Like, I don't believe that I would ever do anything. I don't think I would ever attempt anything. But yeah, I've had the thoughts and verbalized them, and people have been worried about me. And yeah, if any of my friends watch this, I am sorry. Because I know it's not nice. But yeah, I don't believe that I would ever do anything like that. But yeah, good news is that I'm on the up now. Like, my mood is on the up. Even though I keep forgetting to take my antidepressants. But yeah, I don't know what I've done. I don't know if I've already done anything, but my mood's improving. So that's the good news. But yeah, so I've lost interest in almost everything. But my one interest while I was going through all of that was writing lyrics and creating the 2 songs that I've made. Because apparently when I'm balls deep in depression, just writing lyrics is a vibe. They're not very happy songs, so I mean, that's why. When you guys actually hear the songs in their completion, they are not cheerful in the slightest. So there is that, but I made 2 songs. I just noticed I'm getting all red here. It's probably because I'm stressed talking about this stuff. I literally haven't really spoken about this properly. I haven't really wanted to verbalize it because I've just been kind of hoping that the ADHD people will get back to me and I can just start doing the treatment, you know, and whatever. Well, they need to assess whether I actually do have ADHD first, obviously, but, you know, I feel like it's... I'll be very surprised, let's say, if I don't have ADHD. If they turn around and say, no, we don't think so, I'd be very surprised. But, like, if they do say they don't think this is the case, then I am gonna go down the whole route of, like, maybe I'm bipolar instead. So we'll see. Okay, so with how things are right now, so obviously, as I've said on stream and on Discord and pretty much everywhere at this point, I'm going to take 2 weeks off. So obviously, I'm moving this weekend, so I'm not going to be streaming the rest of this week. My last stream was Monday, yesterday at this point. And then I'm going to be taking the week off after as well, so I can settle in. Like, Alex has got next week off work as well, so yeah, we'll need to like be moving furniture around and getting rid of stuff, like putting stuff up for sale that we don't need, because we're gonna have like obviously duplicates of some items. Like I don't need my sofa anymore, he doesn't need his microwave anymore, because like his is better, the sofa, and my microwave's better, you know, just that kind of shit. So yeah, we've got a lot of like stuff to do, so yeah, I will come back after that. But what I would like to do in the meantime, and I'm not saying it's going to be anything that I do consistently, because I am terrible at consistency, as we have discussed. What I would like to do in the meantime is I would like to make at least another YouTube video, just talking about stuff, answering you guys' questions about anything. If you guys have any questions, to spur me into talking about something else to do with ADHD or what I'm doing, like I don't know, my kind of like process for making songs or whatever, because that was that was a big mental process, but the actual physical process, if people are interested in that. If you guys are interested in me doing like a cooking video, I could do that possibly next week, in my new kitchen. I just want to do a little bit of other stuff and let you guys see like the more human side of me, I guess, than just me playing video games and swearing at them. But yeah, it'd be really fucking nice if I could get myself together and do everything that I want to do consistently, because I would like to make YouTube videos, I would like to be on TikTok more, I would like to stream more than 3 days a week, I would like to be pre-recording for Patreon, not uploading past streams. There's just a lot of I would like to's. Feels like there's like a mental barrier that's like stopping me from doing what I want to do and being the person that I want to be. I feel like I cannot be who I feel like I am because of my mental limitations, because I literally feel like I am mentally limited. If I have ADHD, I'm not wrong. Like, there is a literal physical impairment in people with ADHD's brains. Like, it's a certain part of the brain that's, underdeveloped, basically. Someone actually said it's not so much it's underdeveloped, but it's damaged. So brain damage, guys. But yeah, I just feel like with the way things are, with me saying I'll do this and then I don't follow through, and I just feel like, as I said, it doesn't compliment me as a person. It makes me feel like I am losing so much credibility when I say I'm going to do something, because it's like, if you're going to say you're going to do something, just to make it clear, I have every intention. When I say I'm going to do something, I have every intention of doing it. Just, sometimes I don't follow through, and it's looking like I know why now, because I would get so frustrated with myself and be like, why would I say I'm going to do something and then not do it? Or like, why do I get so excited about something and then just lose interest all of a sudden? Like, I haven't been able to answer this question about myself for years. Like, this isn't like a new thing. It's just kind of something that I just learned to kind of accept about myself, but I knew deep down it wasn't fucking normal, and it's so frustrating to not know why you behave in a certain way and not have any control over it. Like, I'm really hoping that they'll assess me really quickly and then they'll give me the medication, like the stimulants, or there's non-stimulants as well, but like just medication that will stop all of this. Yeah, because it's painful. Like, it's so fucking painful to be able to see myself, like being able to take a step back and being like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? Because I don't know. I have no idea. If I'd have like chose one thing, if I'd have done one thing consistently, I'd have gotten somewhere by now, I feel like, Instead, I've got my eggs in all these baskets. And it's like, even if one starts doing really well, it doesn't fucking matter, because now I want to go do that one. And it's just like you need to water the grass where you started doing the things. But no, I'm gonna go plant another fucking garden over here now, and not gonna water that one anymore because fuck that garden. Like, what? It's I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I so badly would like to like myself. I do like myself. I do. I just feel like my personality is so fragmented. This is why I was like thinking a few years back that maybe I had like, I don't know, a personality disorder or something. I was like I feel like there's different sides of me. Like, this person wants to do this person wants to do this person wants to do this. And yeah, literally I thought I had a personality disorder maybe because, you know, different parts of you want to do different things kind of vibe. And then things just got very complicated in my head. I was just like, what if I have a mental health disorder, well, personality disorder? And it was just, you know, it was a very real possibility in my head that maybe that was why I was so inconsistent. But no, like, I am, you know, a whole fucking person. I can say, sat here right now, that I do enjoy painting, I do enjoy reading, I do enjoy piano, I do enjoy gaming, I do enjoy movies, watching movies. I enjoy a lot of things. I just don't always want to do them, which is pretty normal, some people might think, right? Like, that is a lot of things to do at the same time, and, you know, sometimes you're in the mood for one thing, sometimes you're in the mood for another, but it's not quite like that. Like, I will hyperfixate. It's not just a, oh, I'm gonna do this for a few days and then I'll come back to doing that other thing. It's not a decision. I don't have a choice. If I'm not interested in something anymore, I'm not interested in it anymore. It's just, it's not a decision that I make. My brain goes where it wants to go. And like, for anyone who doesn't have ADHD, anyone who can't relate to anything I've said so far, like, you have no choice. It's not a choice. Because I've had people just be like, with like piano, I was just there like, I haven't practiced in months, because people would ask me how I'm getting on with it, and it's like, I'd be there like, oh yeah, piano, haven't done that for a year or whatever. It's just, if I had have done it every single day, and then they asked me a year down the line, I'd be so good at piano right now. I'd be so fucking good at piano if I'd have actually have stuck to doing it every single day, or just, you know, even a few times a week. I'd be so good at it. But guess what? It's been months. It's been months, and it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just not where my brain is being pulled, you know? People with ADHD are highly distractible, and we cannot choose what distracts us. If something isn't stimulating enough, we're more likely than anyone else to be distracted and go off and do something else. Even if something is stimulating, if it's not our hyper-focus, if it's not the thing that our brain's really excited about at the time, we won't do it. Like, we just, it's maddening. It's so fucking maddening. But anyway, so I was gonna say a few days ago that the next couple of weeks I want to focus on like making more songs, but I feel like that buzz is gone already. I don't know. I have no control. I have zero control. I feel helpless. Honestly, like, it must be nice to choose what you're gonna do every single day and just do it. Must be fucking nice. Because I literally feel like I physically cannot do that. I struggle to do just basic things like cooking and eating, you know, getting myself out of bed. Like, sometimes I don't want to get dressed. Like, it's just, you know, I struggle with like the very basic things, and then I want to start going out and doing stuff. But I struggle with just the beginning stages of getting out of bed sometimes, and it's horrible. It's just horrible. At this point, I don't think there's a lot that I can really blame on having ME and fibromyalgia on. Like, yeah, I'm in pain every fucking day. but you know, that's not my problem. Like, my main problem is definitely a mental one at this point, where I feel like there's this like wall in front of me. Like, every time I try and do something, there is just something stopping me from doing that exact thing. Even though I know I can do it, even though I know I enjoy it, and once I start doing it, I'll be on a roll with it. It's getting started. It's that procrastination. It's called ADHD paralysis, apparently. Like, the whole just getting started thing is what I struggle with the most, and that's what I need help with the most. And I'm getting so tired of waiting for someone to actually contact me and talk me through what I need to do and give me the medication. Like, anyway, hamster's awake. Hi, Kaz. Anyway, yeah, a lot of stuff came out that I didn't think would, but here we are. Thank you guys for watching. I will probably have more to say. But yeah, if there's anything that you guys like specifically want me to talk about, as I say, let me know in the comments. I put a picture of my Musaka in the Discord. I had this idea of doing a video showing you guys how to make a Musaka if anyone's interested. I don't know. Seemed like a cool idea, you know, but then so does a lot of fucking things. I have a lot of cool ideas that never come to fruition. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for listening. Any of you who can relate, also let me know. Yeah, that's just what's on my mind right now. So I told you it was a lot. I'll see you guys very soon in another video. As I say, I will at least post one more in the next couple of weeks on here. So yeah, look forward to that, and bye for now.